Returning to the Liberal Party launch, the Prime Minister has promised to make it easier for first home buyers to enter the property market as he officially launched the Coalition's election campaign. Scott Morrison focused attention on the women in his life at the event in Melbourne as he urged voters to give the Coalition a third term in government. Political reporter Jade McMillan was there.
Less than a week out from the federal election, the Prime Minister has officially launched the Coalition's campaign here in Melbourne. He was joined by many of his cabinet colleagues, but introduced to the stage by his wife Jenny, their two daughters and his mum in a nod to Mother's Day.
My son
and my husband.
Our dad.
And his family shared some personal insights about the Prime Minister.
He loves the Sharks. He talks about the Sharks, talks about the players. He is fully committed. He loves them.
Mr Morrison used his address to the crowd to talk up the Coalition's record during the time that it has been in office, and also to outline his plan for the future should it be re-elected. The major announcement was a new program to try to help first home buyers enter the market that will see approved applicants earning up to $125,000 a year or $200,000 a year as a couple, to help them in the way of not having to save a full 20% deposit for a new home. The Prime Minister said that there would be up to $500 million provided in the form of equity through the National Housing Finance and Investment Corporation to cover the gap between a 20% deposit and a deposit as low as 5%.
This will make a big difference, cutting the time taken to save for a deposit by at least half and more. The support would stay in place for the life of the loan, and when they refinance in a few years' time, when the equity increases, which it would under a Liberal national government, then that's when the guarantee ceases. But they've got their first leg on the first rung of the ladder.
Mr Morrison also announced $4 billion for the East-West Link road project here in Melbourne. It's no surprise that the Coalition chose Melbourne as the site of its campaign launch. It is nervous about its prospects in Victoria following the state election last year, where the Labor state government was returned with a very strong result. And both leaders have spent quite a bit of time here over the course of the campaign.